sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Washington Redskins. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Ready, break.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
61, match box, right. Go, 5.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Slam.
Hey, team 6. Big rip.
This is Hines. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
Check 13. Check 13.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Wide, get wide. No. Off. Whip.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give the Redskins 13 there on a 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Hey, check 24.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check your hot read.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Well, now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Watch the curl.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Watch the eye.
They go play action with Haskins. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, 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 twist. Pick the edge, pick the edge. Come, come. Check, check, check.
He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
Sponge, sponge, sponge.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played. And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
On the ready.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
Do you almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Coming to you, coming to you.
And go.
Off the play fake. Pryor. Catch made here by Campbell. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 41-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Hey, Delta.
Deuce, 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 deuce. Check, 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 check. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
They'll run on first down. Hines. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pryor, quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis! As his guys are in for 6, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now the try here for the point after.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Redskins have taken the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on first down. Pryor, Campbell making the catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Hey, high 7. Tighten up. Kill.
Looking to throw. Pryor. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Let's go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
5.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. He was able to escape the pocket and get out of bounds. You like the decision-making?
I love the decision-making, and I love the execution because you just know that his eyes were darting all over the place. You know, they talk about keeping your head on a swivel, looking for the danger spots, where the hits are going to come from. How about him getting all he could out of that run and then getting out of bounds?
And he told us, look, I'm a rookie. I'm waiting for the game to slow down, but it seems like he's processing things pretty well.
He certainly is. He's slowing the game down himself with his actions.
On first down, it's Hines. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Here we go. 15, run. 15, run.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 4 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Yeah, he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 21-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On first and 10, it's Haskins. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up first and 10. Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up second and 7. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now a handoff looking right. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
How about that, partner? That's a gutsy run, a physical run, an explosive run, and he's inside the 10-yard line now. I don't know if you hand it to him again on this play, but make the defense think that you will, and maybe you have some options off of it.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Now they try the right side here. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 21-14. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more?
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
On second and a couple. Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
From the 30 on second down, Haskins. That is incomplete. Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Switch. 36.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The Redskins send out their punter as he'll kick it away. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. Under 10.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 38 yards on the scamper there. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
98 for Mike. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Kill. Kill. Hey, watch that. 20. 25. Check 25.
And to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Ready. I got you. 22, jet, cover. 22, jet, cover. Joker. Check 3. Shift.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. And his kick is indeed good. And they have regained the lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half.
He's got a man, complete. It's a gain of 35. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big gain.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Pryor. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Watch the slap. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check 31. Check 31. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Check hot route. Hot. Check.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Haskins. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. Now Haskins on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Third down, here's Haskins, and he connects with Ebron. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts 43.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
Check. Crunch.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Now 3rd and 5.
58 to Mike.
He don't know no better.
Jack! Slip!
Now they'll run on the draw. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Check 13. Check 13.
Why? Get wide. No. Off. Whip. Watch the whip. Check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Ready? 98 to Mike.
Here we go. Hey.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Check your hot read.
Check 37.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results. Interceptions.
Hey, let go.
Check 43. He's checking.
Hey, lock it.
Crash.
On 1st and 10, Pryor. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
6-6, pull it high.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. 50, plant.
50. Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up.
Get up.
50's the mark. 50's the mark.
Get it.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Off play action. Pryor. He's going to look deep down the field. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right?
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And that disastrous play, partner, is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is, because they gave up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's having to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
Down. 90 Wolf.
150. Got one, I got one.
The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis.
Back at the 19-yard line. Today's final score.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Indianapolis, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to